welcome to New District Gaming Break. Or if you just stick around for the second hour, welcome back. Now, in about 4 days, we're 4 days away from March 1st. That means spring break. What better way to kick it off early spring break than to do a topic all about spring break? Once people have planned spring break, mostly to go to the beach. But many, like the police will be there at spring break most of the time because of drinking and all that stuff. I mean, the kids will be off of school. I got work to do. I'm gonna take a spring break vacation. I could have just took a month off. Man, because I want to be hearing the screaming in the play area. But somebody's paying me to do it. It being of that. But I thought, since this year's spring break, we're going to look back at things that happened last spring break. One of my favorite memories I have in a few spring breaks, one last spring break was a father student who got arrested for making a threat on the school bus. That's got to be one of my favorite memories of all. Why? You can't make threats. Like everything that's talked about, you can't bring guns to school. No peanuts. No guns. So let's go back to last year. But first, we do that. This is the latest. From 2 weeks, last Thursday, the Miami New Times did a story about this, saying Miami Beach will spend $33,000 on campaign threatening spring breakers with arrest. Each month, young, sometimes drug tourists descend on Miami Beach to slip into neon-colored swimwear and become spring breakers. With fake IDs in their beach bags and pit bull blasting from portable speakers, this species can be observed guzzling beer from funnels and twerking on police vehicles before passing out face down in the sand. Sometimes, though, rowdy spring breakers are no joke. But in recent years, the Miami Beach Police have dealt with hit and runs, stampedes, even deadly shootings during the busy tourist season. This year, officials are trying to get ahead on the chaos with a new memo. A new memo shows Miami Beach will spend $33,000 on a marketing campaign, basically telling spring breakers not to come. The new plan is to reach out in advance to as many college students as possible who might be considering Miami Beach as their spring break destination to advise them that the MBPD will be rigorously enforcing traffic and quality of life laws and ordinances during the spring break period. City Manager Jimmy Morales writes the memo. The first wave of ads here target social media users who may be planning trips to Miami Beach and direct them to MiamiBeachSpringBreak.com, a new website explaining which party activities you might get them arrested. A prototype warns visitors to choose their bars wisely, with accompanying a photo or two hand gripping the bars in jail. The second phase, which launches March 1st, will invite spring breakers to come on vacation. Don't leave on probation. Police say arrests will be made over to container violations, marijuana use, driving under the influence, DUI, and running on top of vehicles, among other offenses. The new campaign comes a few months after Miami Beach Police began sending letters to college campuses and Creek Life organizations warning there would be little leniency for law-breaking spring breakers. The letter said student misbehavior during spring break is a major reason for harsher enforcement. They also say, police say expect spring break to last through the month of March. Most rounds between March 15th and the 24th. This year, more officers will be on patrol, thanks to increased overtime funding for the city. Coolers to be able to float and alcoholic beverages will be banned from the beach during spring break. So my thing about this is, this I mean, with this, I can't even get to the memo because it's still loading. But what I think what should happen is this should be happening here because there's lots of things happening in spring break. People just drink illegally under the age of 21. I don't drink. I drink a tablespoon. A tablespoon of alcohol. Just a tablespoon. A tablespoon. Not 4 tablespoons to make flour and butter. 1 tablespoon. I'm 22. I don't drink, and I especially don't plan to drink this year. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't plan on doing that in all my years. Shit. They're already spending $33. That's going to happen in Texas. There's going to be more police happening. But what about in Florida? Well, the Northwest Florida Daily News did an article about this. And especially, they might do the same thing with other people. But my opinion about this is, people don't need to drink under the age of 21. If they do, you know what alcohol does? It causes you to puke. It causes you to pass out. Seriously, watch South Park. Like with spring break, like 18, 19, 20, they're out there having a good time because the parents think it's okay. No, parents, you need to teach your kids about the dangers of drinking alcohol. You know, alcohol is bad. If you don't believe me, watch an episode of South Park. And they'll tell you. Which brings me to the next point. Alcohol. Alcohol is bad. It's going to be bad for you. If you continue to drink, you're going to start continuing to puke. 2.5 Minutes says alcohol is for people who can afford to lose a few brain cells. You can have behavioral, your mood, you can have blackout, dizziness, shakiness, or craving or sweating. You can be aggressive, you can have compulsive behavior, you can have anxiety, guilt or loneliness, nausea or vomiting. You can have fear. You can also have physical substance, problems coordination, slurred speech, or like 18, 19, 20, that's under the age of 21. The police are there to look out for us. They're trying to help out. And if your spring break is not going to be removed by police, you better move on to another. You better just stay out of trouble. Because you know you're going to be arrested and charged for underage drinking. Because I'm not your guidance counselor. I'm someone who's trying to help out. Parents, you need to teach your kids about the dangers of alcohol. The school counselors need to be teaching kids about alcohol and why it's bad. There's health classes out there that can teach kids all about alcohol and smoking. And smoking's bad. Smoking can lead to cancer, heart disease, and emphysema, not the ingredients. Don't smack mark me and say, oh, I did the ingredients. Do not be a smart mouth, boy. And pregnant women who smoke can have birth defects. Now, how does it affect behavior? Social behaviors. You can be drunk. You can have difficulty walking, blurred vision, slurred speech, slow reaction times, impaired memory, etc. But how can you tell slurred speech, slowed emissions, impaired coordination, motor skills, sensitive confusion, memory problems, stress problems, and general personality changes? I don't drink. I have friends of mine who want to graduate and drink. I don't drink. And school rules have been clear. No alcohol on school grounds. That goes for teachers. That goes for teachers and students. All students and teachers they understand. No alcohol on school grounds. If one person has alcohol on school grounds, then it's going to affect the whole neighborhood. I mean, don't sneak in alcohol on the school grounds because you think you're cool. But you're not. And all you're going to do is just sit there and drink alcohol. Like root beer. Root beer is a soda, not alcohol. 2NMed says alcohol is for people who can afford to lose a few brain cells. So, if you drink underage, you're going to have problems. Speech impediment, puking, all that kind of stuff. People are going to think you're drunk. Drunk driving happens a lot. We see it all the time. People die in car accidents because of drinking and driving. And we're talking to Katie Jeffries about doing a story, doing it in her next job segment, but I don't know. But on top of everything else, the ministers don't think that people should be drinking and driving. It's not right. But what are the treatments? You could stop drinking. Like, I don't drink alcohol. never drink. You're looking at me. I sing, play guitar, play piano, and I don't drink. Nor smoke. So smoking is bad. I'm a smoke-free zone. Because of nicotine. And the state of Texas is against the law to have alcohol on school grounds. You can be arrested for possession of alcohol on school grounds. Do you think drinking is wrong at under the age of 21? Yes, it is. We'll be back. Now, for this next topic, here's a question for you. Have you ever been around someone with a broken leg? Don't just think, and you should think about this question. Here's the question again. I need you to think about it. Have you ever been around someone with a broken leg? This is the reason why I asked this question. Because there's bullying and then there's suicide. There's lots of reasons. The suicide rate goes high because of bullying. Months ago, I talked about this because the CCISD, they released a spreadsheet talking about all the schools CCISD in Corpus Christi that have been bullied. I'm surprised Father was not on there. So why am I telling you this now? Because I thought about this question. Because I'm going to say this to you again. We need to teach these students how to stand up to bullies. We got to teach them how to defend themselves. It's like the same. Like if you have a problem, talk to an adult. There's all these commercials out there that help out bullying. And from Mackenzie Anderson's, a friend of mine's post, we asked them to stand when their legs were broken. Right. What she means is we have to stand up for what's right. If we don't stand up for what's right, we got to stand up for what's right. Have an adult stand up to the bully and say, "Hey, you don't pick on my son. You don't pick on my daughter." That's standing up for your bully. That's standing up to a bully. Think about that next time you're with a bully. So I want you to think about this one. Next time you're standing up to next time you're with a bully, next time you're seeing someone be bullied, stand up to that person and make sure that they never bully someone again. And it never happens again. Next, I'm going to tell you the things that what you need to do when you're at your job after the break. With February coming to an end, most people won't have their jobs. I mean, most people out there need a job because they're homeless. That's not the issue. The issue is when you have a job, the things you have to remember is you need to be honest, you got to be truthful, get your shit done. You need to know what you're up against. You need to be prepared. And you need to show your boss respect. And give a can-do attitude. Work hard for your boss. You make your boss proud. You need to be responsible. You need to be resourceful. You need to be prepared. And you need to not get on your phones every time. Be resourceful and be prepared. If you're not resourceful and prepared, you're not going to know what's out there. Understand? Good. Looks like I don't have anything else to talk about on Give Me a Break, so that's it. That's it for Give. That's it. Nothing else to talk about, so that's it. That's it for now. That's it for now. Join all online the force on YouTube where we do more Give Me a Break. For all of us here, until next time, America, good night.